Hi guys, welcome to the class, and in today we're going to learn something different with respect to motion graphics. If you find the quality of audio is okay, please do try using a headphones, and I'll be you know updating myself with a better quality and better equipment. Thank you so much. Enjoy the video. Hello everyone. In this class we are learning how to do this. As people are seeing it here, the text what we're having is completely 3D, and the borders what we're having as a box, that is also completely 3D, and we also can able to see the movement of a shadow here. Yes, how do we do this? Of course, as you could see in the layers, I have used point light here. I have used two different point lights, one parallel light, and also used a text here. And as you can see, I'm switched to render view cinema 4D here. So let's get started. So here I'm creating a new composition with, as usual, 1280 720 size. I will change this to 1280 and 720 with duration of about 5 seconds. Okay, not more than that, with a frame rate of about 25. Click OK. Now I do have a sequence here. I just want to create a basic gray color background, which I have it here. Remember, I've taken solid gray 2 with the RGB values of 134, 134, and 134. I click OK. Now I do have a background. I just want to convert this into 3D now. Okay, remember, once you convert this into 3D, you may not be able to go for blending modes. That is the property of the Cinema 4D. Once you switch it to Cinema 4D, you can't able to apply blending modes for the layers here. That's okay. So I'll be creating a new text layer here. I would use this tool, and I always turn on my title and action stuff in order to create it. I just type a name called CSGSTUDIOSS. As you could see here, we have SG Studios. Sorry for the spelling here. I'll type SG Studios. Now you can see that I do have a title here, SG Studios. I go under alignment option. I just align it to the center. I don't have my anchor point in the center, so I would choose pan behind tool here, and I keep this in the center exactly. That's fine. All good. I just want to convert this into 3D first. Step number 1. Remember, when you have a 3D text, of course I can't able to see it. That's because they both have merged in a single line. In order to get to know how it is being done, you can straight away switch to custom view here. You can see we do have a text. Okay, I use C as a shortcut to enable camera here. Also, I can just click on this to move around perspective. You can see that text and my layer both are in one particular place. So that is the reason it can't able to visible itself. But here, remember one thing: if you don't have Cinema 4D enabled, all you can do is just click on this option icon. Okay, you can able to vary the draft speed, typical extreme quality, and all those things. Okay, if you click on the Cinema 4D icon itself, you can switch between classic 3D and Cinema 4D here. Okay, if you're using Aftre 2019 or 18 version, you might able to see one more called ray trace, but don't worry about it. All you have to do is switch to Cinema 4D. Remember, as you switch to Cinema 4D, you can see what are the things enabled and what are the things not enabled or disabled. I click OK after that. Remember, in order to have this geometric option, it's important that you use this Cinema 4D instead of classic 3D. If you have classic 3D, you can see that the geometric option is not being enabled, and it will asking you to change the render. So you can also click here in order to change it to Cinema 4D. Once it is being done, you can see the geometric options being enabled. Under this geometric option, you have three different options, small options. We call them as bevel depth, whole bevel depth, and extrusion depth. If you increase the value of extrusion, like for example 30, okay, you would see that it's being extruded. You can see that the letters are being extruded here, correct? You can also see from the top view here, you can see there is a layer, and we do have our letter which is actually behind it. Now I just take it completely to the front. Now it's in the front level. You can see this is our layer here, and this is the text which has been extruded. That's good, very good. Now what I would do is I also wanted to create my bevel style as concave, which is my favorite. You can choose whatever the things you wanted. Now I do go here. I give a bevel depth of about 5. Of course I can't say anything here. That's because I don't have light inbuilt. So right click, I would go create a new light option. Under light, I'll be choosing parallel light first. See, parallel is something which acts like a light which would actually give you the parallel movement. Like for example, you could see that light is completely moving in this direction. Okay, and the light rays are completely parallel to that. I just go to custom view here, or I can go to top view. You can see that we do have light here. I wanted my light to be exactly in this point. Okay, somewhere here. Now once it is being done, I wanted my anchor point or point of interest to be in this place. I would take exactly to the center. Now I go to front. Okay, I don't do any changes for my point of interest here. I'll just take it up. Okay, I would drag my point of interest below. Again, I go to top view to check where it is. Yes, it is here. That's fine. I can just keep it somewhere close to this. I go to active camera. You can see the text are looking like this, and I can't able to see anything. That's because a light value is 20 intensity value. I give somewhere about 100, and you could see we could able to see some elements through this. It is visible properly now. Remember, you need to turn on this option cast shadow so that the shadows can be casted onto the background here. See, you can also see that the background for gray solid is a 3D layer. I have to go to its material option. I need to turn on the cast shadow here, and I can also turn on this accept shadow. Right now it is accepting shadow. That's fine. And what I would do is right click. I would create one more light, and I choose this to be point light. Okay, with the same 100 value here. Click OK. Now you can see we do have a light here. I don't want it to cast shadow, so I can turn this off. You can see that we do have light here. I'll just take it front, okay, like this, and it looks much better. I'll take it completely down here. Select the point light here. I'll get it down. Now I select the parallel light here. I would choose my resolution to be auto, or I can choose it to be quarter as a so that my work really goes faster. I would try varying this value, okay, so that varying the position of it, so I could able to understand how the lights are falling, and I can also able to see whether the shadow is being projecting on my background or not. I go to top view. I would see. Let's go closer to this. Okay, and I need to make sure my text is a bit of front. That's fine, pretty good. I go to active camera. Now I just open my text option. Under this I go to material option, and I wanted to cast shadow, so I turn it on. Now I can see the shadows are being projected. I'll select my panel light, and I will try moving this direction here. You can also see how it is being activated. See, you can able to see there is a movement in the shadows here. Correct? I can just come a bit front. Okay, now I would just go here. I can also vary on this, okay, to check the shadows. I'll just double click on the panel light. I'll try increasing it, okay, to somewhere about 200. Okay, now I'll go to half a resolution. Now you can see that we do have shadows on the edges, but why am I not getting shadow? If I go to top view, you could see that the shadows are quite a front, which means they're completely parallel. Now I've just made it to go close to this anchor point here. Now I go to active camera. You can see the shadows are completely went down. Correct? Now I can just move up and down to check how the shadows I want it to be. Now I can just completely vary the anchor point or point of interest, okay, to get the different movements of the shadows. As you could see, it looks really beautiful now. I'm very happy with this. So what I would do is I go to its light option, or I can go to its transform properties. Okay, I click on the point of interest point here. I go all the way to last 5 seconds. I create one more keyframe. Okay, I come to 0 here. I just wanted to go close to this. Okay, I'll just close to it. So it is quite good. Now you can see that we do have a animations like this. Now I double click on my point light, reduce the value of it. You can see it looks quite a dark now. Okay, somewhere about 10. That's fine. I will duplicate it to keep it to this side. Okay, Now I open up my SG Studio text material option. I would give reflective intensity to be about 100%. You can see that here. Okay, reflection sharpness as it is, and specular shyness I would give it to 100%. As when I give it, you can able to see that we do have specular shyness on the edges, but I don't want this much, so I would reduce it to somewhere about like 5%. So I would be maximum value I would give. You can also see specular intensity. I can give it to 100%, which really gives more specular intensity on the edges. Now as you increase the specular intensity here, you can also try increasing the value. Okay, and you can stop it whenever you feel happy about the values here. You can use upper arrow key to move one by one, step by step. If you want to reduce it drastically, you can use shift and arrow keys to change, like every 10 values. Now I'm just going this value. Now I'm feeling happy with this. I'm pretty happy with this value, whatever I'm getting it. You can also see we have this reflection roll off. As I keep on increasing the value here, you can see that some changes are happening to it. Correct? If you want, you can keep it, or you can leave as it is. Reflection sharpness, reflection intensity can also reduce it, which reduces the reflection intensity of it. Basically, this reflection will actually work when you have objects around it. Now I would be having this shape tool. Okay, I would create a basic rectangle shape with blue color. Now I would turn it into 3D. I go to geometric option. I use extrusion depth of about 100, which is quite heavy. Now I would change it to 50. That would be fine. And I also change my bevel style to concave, and I give a value of bevel depth to about 5. I'm really sorry for the sound. There's been an airport next to my house. That is the reason we are getting it. Sorry for that. Now I've created it. I just keep this in line with my text. I go to active camera. Now you can see we do have bevel options here. I also want this to develop a shadow, so I just create cast shadow on. Now you can see we do have this option here. Okay, now if I go to my text, okay, and if I start increasing the material options, start changing the material options like roll off and on, you can start seeing that it is showing quite a bluishness. I would also increase the specular shyness here. You can see the text is looking like this. As I go to all the way to the last, you can see that we do have some options appearing here. Okay, I just make it auto. I can see it's still rendering. Please do give us a time. I don't have my parallel light. I click U to see the points. Everything is fine. I just play it. You can see as you could see, we do have movements here. As people are witnessing it, we're getting some movements in the shadows and everything. You can also change the value of shadows and all by double clicking on the light option. You can change it to 50%. Thus you get shadows with a 50% value here. If you want, you can do it, but I would like to leave as it is for 100%. Okay, that's what I would like. 100%, that's fine. Now you can see that we do have shadows happening here. As I could move all the way to the last, you can see the shadows are appearing on it. You can also double click on the text option here, okay, to change the text whenever you like, or you can go to material option here, okay, to make it look really better. I have given all the values here. Okay, I just try reducing the specular intensity. I don't want it too much. I would reduce the metalness here. Okay, I don't want it to be quite a metal. I have this reflection intensity, reflection sharpness, I would reduce it to 0 now. Now I'll be increasing the metalness. Now reflection roll off. You can see I just changed it to somewhere about 47. You can see that we can able to see this blue color here. That's what we call as reflection, which we wanted to have underneath. I changed it to like about 20%. Okay, you can see that we don't have light here. okay, blue color lights which are acting like a neon. I just double click on the point light here. I would change this to this color, click OK, and same double click here. I would like to change it to this with an intensity of about 30%. Same thing to that, intensity of about 30%. Okay, now you can see we do have light here. Everything is moving well and good. All I have to do is change, keep my light somewhere closer to this point and this somewhere closer to this point here. Now we do have an option here, and if I play from the beginning, we do get things happening like this. You can also work with respect to its material options here. You can vary as you want it. Specular shyness, I will try reducing it, okay, like to about 30, now 25 to 25, 26, or you can even reduce it to 15. It's up to you. You can just vary however you like. Now it looks like very beautiful metal texture. Okay, I would give about 80% for the metal value, and specular intensity I will give it about 50%, or you can also give it to 100% if you wanted to have more specularity, more shyness here. That looks perfect. Now you can also work on the reflection intensity. Reflection sharpness also can work. You can give it somewhere about like 15 or 20%. Okay, thus you got the output. So this is it for today's class, guys. I hope you people enjoyed. Okay, like this you can able to make your text really look beautiful and good. Okay, you can able to do whatever you like, okay, in your motion graphics element. Of course, you can able to add a lot of lights and everything, and you can able to add so many things onto it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today, and please do follow it. If you have any doubts, please do comment it in the below section, and do let me know what else you need to know in the description. Okay, that's it. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and also refer it to your friends so that they can learn more on this. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.